Top of the morning, gals and pals. I'm Coach Fino. This is the Progress Bar, and with St. Patrick's Day only a few days away, I said to myself, I'm gonna make you guys the ultimate Irish whiskey St. Paddy's Day cocktail collection. That's right, folks. I'm gonna bring you guys 10, count them, 10 different Irish whiskey cocktails, but I'm not gonna be doing it by myself. I've invited a bunch of my YouTube bartender gals and pals to help me out. But before we make a single cocktail, I'm gonna need you guys to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you can help Vino feed the hungry algorithm. And make sure you stick around because we're gonna boogie down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start things off with an Irish whiskey cocktail created by one of my favorite legendary bartenders, the late great Gary Gaz Regan. Now I recently featured Gaz in my Star Tender series, and I'll put a link down in the description so you guys can go ahead and check out a little more about Gary Gaz Regan. Now this cocktail is called the DUBLINER, and let's go ahead and look at what is in the sauce. The first thing we're gonna need is 2 ounces of an Irish whiskey. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use the king of Irish whiskeys. That would be Jameson. All right, so but of course you can use whatever you have. If you have Bushmills, whatever you got, you can use that as well. Half an ounce of Grand Marnier. All right, so this is gonna bring some delicious citrus notes with a little bit of that cognac on the back end there. It's gonna be quite delicious, all right? And then a half an ounce of sweet vermouth. I'm gonna be using Carpano Antica because why would you use anything else? Anyway, and I'm gonna, of course, you use whatever you have. And now I'm gonna do 3 dashes of orange bitters. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, and then we're just gonna add ice to our mixing glass. But ice overboard, and then we're gonna stir that for about 25 to 30 seconds. All right, folks, I think we got that stirred up quite nice. Oh, I do love this cocktail. All right, so we're gonna put this to the side, get our glass out. I'm gonna be serving that in the Nick and Nora, which I've had chilling like a villain. Let's go ahead and pour this bad boy in. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh baby, nothing I love more than a stirred cocktail, especially a Manhattan Riff. I mean, forget about it. Makes me all warm inside, all right? And now we're just gonna garnish that with a Luxardo cherry. Alrighty, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of syrup while I'm at it, just to add a little bit of those nice, delicious cherry notes to the cocktail. There we go, folks. Oh boy, Thank you, Gary Gaz Regan. That's why you're the best. And there we have it, folks, our DUBLINER cocktail. All right, folks, let's go ahead and give our DUBLINER cocktail a sippy sip. As they say, slanche. I think that's how they say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I mean, guys, look, if you love Manhattan Drifts, you're gonna love this cocktail. It is absolutely fantastic. What I really like about it is that, the Grand Marnier adds some additional citrus notes to it that make it really stand out. This is a fantastic cocktail and a really, really great way to celebrate St. Paddy's Day. But it's time to continue this St. Paddy's Day parade here on the Progress Bar with none other than an actual Irishman all the way from Ireland, my pal Matt from the Whiskey Nerd.
What's up, gals and pals? I'm Matt, I'm the Whiskey Nerd, and this year our pal Vino asked me to help him out with his St. Patrick's Day video, and maybe because I'm the Whiskey Nerd, he's asked me to make an Irish kilt, a cocktail that features not 1 but 2 types of whiskey. But that's enough talking about this cocktail. I think it's time we make it. It is going to be a shake and drink, so we're going to get our shaker tin and we're going to pop a nice rock of ice in there before we measure out our ingredients. Starting off with our Jameson Irish whiskey, we'll go in with 60 ml or 2 ounces. It is a bit of a boozy forward cocktail, so there was 60 ml. And then we're going to go in with 30 ml of our Teacher's blended Scotch whiskey. A bit of smoke, bit of sweetness, but not so much, it'll dominate. Then up it's 1 ounce of our lemon juice, and then again it'll be 1 ounce of our simple sugar syrup, just to get everything nice and balanced and nice and kind of, well, flavored. And then we're going to go in with orange bitters. We're going to go in with 3 dashes of orange bitters, 1, 2, 3, and that's going to help it kind of round out the cocktail and just make it nice and simple to drink. So we're going to pop the lid on our cocktail shaker, bang it down and shake it for 30 seconds. Okay, I can feel from the outside that this is nicely chilled, so we're going to bang the top off our cocktail shaker and get ready to strain it out into a nicely chilled coupe glass. And while I strain this out, if you want to check out videos by me, I do whiskey reviews focusing on Irish whiskey, but I do other whiskies too every Wednesdays, and I do cocktail recipes featuring whiskey every Friday. So if you want to check that out, I'm sure Vino will have a link down below, but this right here is an Irish KILT. Oh, that is lovely. It's a little bit more boozy and spirit forward than a classic whiskey sour, but not so much that you wouldn't notice it. The bit of peat smoke coming through from that teacher's, it doesn't overpower those very tasty notes you get from the Jameson Irish whiskey. So I'm going to keep on enjoying this, and this St. Patrick's Day, raise a glass and say cheers, or as we say in Ireland, sláinte.
Now, not only is March home to St. Patrick's Day, but it is also Ladies History Month. So I'm really excited to have my gal pal Bonnie from One Drink, Three Bars join the parade.
Hi, I'm Bonnie from One Drink, Three Bars. Vino has asked me to make the Irish MAID cocktail. It's basically a whiskey sour riff with some elderflower liqueur and muddled cucumber. So I'm going to start out by adding a few slices of cucumber to my shaker. And I'm going to muddle them. And I'm going to add 2 ounces of Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey, half an ounce of elderflower liqueur, I'm using St. Germain, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, I've already measured it out, and 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. I'm going to shake it with a big rock, and I'm also going to serve it over a big rock. I'm going to double strain it to get all those cucumber chunks out. Finally, I'm going to garnish it with a little twist of cucumber peel. And there's our Irish MAID. Cheers. Let's give it a try. So that tastes really good. It tastes a lot like a whiskey sour, obviously, but we've got some more botanical notes from the St. Germain, and also kind of the same feel, but maybe a little more refreshing from the cucumber. So that's a really nice St. Patrick's Day drink that's kind of greenish, but not like super neon fake green. I like it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Cheers.
Now, this next cat you guys might know as my co-host on our Drinking Buddies live stream show. That's right, folks. Welcome Rob from Rob's Home Bar.
What's up, home bartenders? Welcome to Rob's Home Bar. Thank you, Vino, for having me on the show today. Let's make an Irish blonde.
All right, for this one, we're going to be using Irish whiskey, Tullamore Dew. We've got dry Curacao, and we've got some Fino Sherry. That is a dry sherry. Starting off with 2 ounces of Irish whiskey, and spill it everywhere. It's been a while since I recorded. All right, next up, dry Curacao. We're going to do 3/4 ounce. You can use any orange liqueur if you got Cointreau or Grand Marnier. Probably be better if you need to sub, because it is brandy based. After that, Fino Sherry. Any dry sherry would work, but if you got a lighter, on the lighter side, Fino Sherry, use that. And then we need 1 dash of orange bitters. Just a dash. All right, give it some ice and give it a stir. We'll be serving this in a Nick and Nora, any kind of stemware. We're going to be serving up, so no ice. Beautiful wash line. Vino loves a good wash line. And then for garnish, we've got a nice orange peel. We're going to express those oils, and then we're going to place it nice and decoratively on the glass. And there it is.
All right, here it is, the Irish blonde. Let's give it a taste. Very nice citrus on the nose. The whiskey's there. It's a nice kind of carrier for the whole drink. Irish whiskey is generally kind of a mild whiskey, and Tullamore Dew is in that vein, so it's kind of in the background, it's throughout, but I'm really picking up the orange Curacao, and surprisingly the Fino Sherry comes through, even though there's only 1/4 ounce. Very nice. It's a boozy sipper, but it's light and refreshing at the same time. This is a killer one. Cheers, Vino. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right, up next is my pal, the Thunder from Down Under, Andrew from Angry Cocktails.
This St. Patrick's Day cocktail is essentially an Irish Manhattan, and it's named after a town in Ireland, Tipperary. Instead of the American whiskey you usually use in a Manhattan, it's using Irish whiskey. It's also got a touch of the green chartreuse, that is. I'll give it a little taste to see how different it is from a standard Manhattan. And it's definitely its own thing. That is really tasty. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of Irish whiskey, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of sweet vermouth. Add to that 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of green chartreuse. Round things out with 2 dashes of aromatic bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, then strain that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass, and for garnish I'm doing a twist of orange peel and a maraschino cherry on a skewer. It looks like a Manhattan, but the Irish whiskey has a different character, and that chartreuse is a really noticeably different element, even though there's a relatively small amount in here. This is a really good experiment. If you like a Manhattan, I think you'll like a Tipperary.
Now all decked out in his St. Paddy's Day gear is Mr. Las Vegas himself, my pal, PJ from PJ Slots and Entertainment.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ultimate St. Paddy's Irish Whiskey Cocktail Collection. My good friend Vino up in New York, thank you Vino, wherever you're at, invited me to participate in this year's St. Paddy's Day Cocktail Spectacular Extravaganza. So for those of you who know me, you know I love coffee. So what better drink than to make the Irish whiskey coffee drink? Let's get started, shall we? All right, as you can see, my glass is sitting here with some hot water in it. Getting the glass ready, so we're gonna get rid of that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some brown sugar, 2 teaspoons, pre-measured. Trying to speed this up a little bit. That worked out pretty good. All right, next we're gonna do some Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. We're doing 1.5 ounces. Alrighty. Then we're gonna add our coffee, which I have sitting here in my Yeti. I'm gonna bring that up to about there. Stir this up. Alrighty. And next, we're gonna add some whipped cream. And ladies and gentlemen, Vino, I don't know what side of the room you're on, I present to you all a fabulous Irish whiskey coffee. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Vino? Oh, Vino? Happy St. Paddy's Day. Ooh. Ooh, oh my, that's very good. Thanks again, Vino. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw how simple it is to make. Cheers.
All right, now from the great state of Texas, the cat with the best beard in the business, you guys can call him Doc from Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus.
Doc Martinez here from Old Fashioned Ways. I'm doing a special cocktail with my buddy Vino. He's doing the ultimate Irish whiskey cocktail collection. I know it's a working title, so it might change, but when he asked if I wanted to be a part of this, I jumped on that opportunity. So I will be making an Irish Old Fashioned. Time to make the Irish Old Fashioned. So this will be made in a mixing glass. We're gonna start off with 1/2 ounce of Guinness simple syrup. I have instructions on how to make this below. It's really nice and thick. Should add a lot of flavor. Next we're gonna be adding 2 dashes of the chocolate bitters with 2 dashes of this orange bitters. Next, the life of the party, Jameson Black Barrel. We're adding a full 2 ounces of this. Now with all the Irish whiskeys out there, I decided to do Jameson because both Jameson and Guinness are both distilled in Dublin, Ireland. And I happened to be there and I went to both in the same day, so I figured what a perfect way to make this cocktail. Add some ice and let's stir. Next we're going to strain it into a glass with a large ice. You never want to over stir the drink in here because you want it to be perfect in the glass and not perfect in here. Now you're going to express the oils of a large orange peel over the drink. Just kind of twist that, set that on the side for garnish. And there you have it, the Irish Old Fashioned. Promise we'll be making more with this bad boy, but for now, on to the next Irish whiskey cocktail.
All right, now coming to us from the Big Easy, New Orleans, is my man Gnome of Gnome's Tavern.
Hello everyone in Vino's land. Welcome to the Gnome's Tavern, and we're gonna make a cocktail just for you, Vino. And this one is called the James Joyce. Now it's a very interesting drink. Not only does it combine Irish whiskey and lime juice, but it also has some vermouth in it. So let's shake it up and pour it out. As I said, this is a shaken drink, and we're gonna do ½ ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. I squeezed it freshly before this. And then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth. Now that's kind of easy to remember because a lot of the ingredients are 3/4 of an ounce. So 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth. And then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of orange liqueur. I'm gonna use Grand Marnier because I'm fancy and bougie. And I have this tiny bottle that was really fun during Mardi Gras. So 3/4 of an ounce of an orange liqueur, triple sec, Grand Marnier. The comments are gonna tell me I'm saying it wrong probably. And then we're gonna do some Irish whiskey. I'm gonna choose 2 stacks because my boy, the whiskey nerd, loves this, and he actually gave me this can. So shout out to you. And it's gonna be 1½ ounces of Irish whiskey. Let's shake it up. We got our lovely coupe glass right here, and we're gonna make the loudest noise with the ice. And we're gonna double strain it for the lovely people at home. And look at this great cocktail. Ooh, this is kind of a cool color. All right. And then we're gonna hit it with a lovely lime wheel. Bam! Isn't that just a classy cocktail? So let's give it a try. That is a lot of flavors. Let me go for a second taste. Let me do a second one. This is my first time trying it. The vermouth's really cool, the lime. It kind of reminds me of like a daiquiri more than I think of like an Irish whiskey, and I think that's what my brain wants to do. The sweet vermouth is also kind of nice in there. It is a very unique drink, really interesting, and I hope you guys like it. And don't forget to always tip that bartender. Cheers, y'all.
Now it's time for the dynamic duo Jesse and Todd, better known as the Manhattan Project.
Hi, I'm Todd, and this is Jesse, and we are the Manhattan Project. First of all, thank you, Coach Vino, for having us included in this challenge. This is the ultimate St. Paddy's Irish Whiskey Extravaganza. We're going to call it that. Our channel is about trying to find which whiskey makes the best Manhattan. I'm going to kick it out to Jesse. He's going to make this cocktail.
And here we go. So the cocktail that we're going to be making today for this event is going to be called the PADDY, and it's essentially just a riff on a Manhattan. Normal Manhattan would be made with rye whiskey. In this case, we're going to be using Irish whiskey. Let's get yourself a nice stirring glass. All right, into that stirring glass, we're going to be adding 1.5 ounces of our Irish whiskey. To that, we're going to be adding another 1.5 ounces of our sweet vermouth. And then to that, we're gonna add 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Add your ice to your stirring glass, and we're gonna go ahead and give this a stir. So we've got a rocks glass with a big cube in there. We're gonna go ahead and strain this right over top. Now our little twist on this, we're gonna smoke it. Got some cherry wood chips. Let's go ahead and give this a quick smoke. Little lemon peel here. Pull off the smoke top and garnish with this lemon peel. And there you have it. There's our smoked patty cocktail.
All right, now last but definitely not least, one of the most beloved members of the community. I call him a brother from another mother. You guys might know him as Tim from The Spirit of the Cocktail.
Hello everyone, how you all doing today? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Today, I'm going to make a special drink to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It's called a Dublin Minstrel. And what we're going to do is start off with our shaking tin and add 1 ounce or 30 mils of your favorite Irish whiskey. Okay, to this we're going to add 3/4 ounce or 22.5 mils of freshly squeezed lime juice. Okay, we're going to add 22.5 mils or 3/4 ounce of maraschino liqueur. Okay, and to finish this off, everyone's favorite green chartreuse, 22.5 mils or 3/4 ounce. Okay, we're going to add ice to our shaker. And give this a shake for at least 10-12 seconds. All right, and what I like to do is just double strain this into a chilled Nick and Nora. All right, and as a garnish, I like to add 1 lime wheel. And there you have it, friends and family, the Dublin Minstrel. Cheers. Sort of sweet, sort of tart, sort of herbal at the same time. I think you guys will love this. Again, happy St. Patrick's Day. Cheers.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. 10 Irish whiskey cocktails to help you celebrate St. Paddy's Day, or any day for that matter, brought to you by Coach Vino and my gals and pals of the YouTube cocktail community. I put links to all of the channels down in the description. Go ahead and check out their channels. Hit subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and you help to support the cocktail community, and once again, feed the hungry algorithm. All right, folks, I hope you all have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day. Please drink responsibly. And if you like this video, please press like, please subscribe, and please share with your family and friends. Remember, sharing is caring. And when life gives you lemons, make yourself a cocktail. Slanche.